Good morning, my lovely students. How are you doing? How's mommy and daddy at home? How are you coping with the lockdown? And finally, how are you coping with our online classes? I hope you are finding it interesting. Please take it very serious. Some of you are not writing notes, you are not copying the notes, and you're not doing assignments. Some just thought we are playing here. We are not playing. We are going to be assessed. So write the notes, copy your do your assignments, and submit for your marking. All right, I welcome you specially to this today's class. All right, this class is for JSS1 Basic Technology, and the topic is metalwork hand tools. Metalwork hand tools. Last week we treated woodwork hand tools, where we saw different woodwork hand tools, ranging from the cutting tools, boring tools, driving and impelling tools. I hope you still remember all those ones. I hope you can mention them. Example of cutting tools is what? We have saws. We have different types of saws for that. Saw. We have boring tools. Examples of boring tools, we have the ratchets, okay, for boring. Okay, we have the brace for boring. We have the drill bits for boring. We have bradawl. We have gimlet. Okay, so these are all boring tools used to make holes, okay, in the wood. We also looked at driving or impelling tools, which are your screwdriver, your hammer, your spanner, and the rest of them. Now, this morning we'll be discussing metal work hand tools. I told you the instrument you use to work, or the tools you use to work on your work materials differ, because your work materials have different textures. Okay, what you use to work on metal will be different from what you use to work on wood. In that case, the tools will differ. So the tools we're going to use for metal work, we're going to look at it this morning. Okay, the first one is metal marking out tools. I'm not going to waste time in this marking out and measuring out tools, because I discussed it with you extensively in your, I think, this previous your second term. Okay, so I'm not going to show images, I'm not going to show diagrams. I'll just mention them as a recap. You can consult your notes for detail. Okay, we'll say that metal marking out tools, we say these are surface plates, as we have discussed before, surface tables, scribers, outlet calipers, dividers, punches, tri-squares, and trammers. We have many of them. Consult your notebook for a recap. Then we have measuring tools, okay, the ones we use for measuring, getting the size, the height, the depth, the width of our work materials. Okay, so these are steel rule, protractor, vernier calipers, micrometer, screw gauge, and many of them. Okay, so now for driving tools, metal driving tools, just like in the case of woodwork, when we talked about driving or impelling tools, when we had our hammers, we had our punches, we have a screwdriver, and many of them. The same thing is applicable to metal driving tools. We have the punches, we have the screwdriver, we have hammer, we have spanners. All these ones are used to drive materials into the metals. Okay, drive material, other material, maybe rivets, maybe nail, maybe screws, maybe nuts and bolts. Are you getting me? So that's what we mean by driving tool. Okay, then we have metal cutting tools. I'm going to spend little time here to explain this one, because of the disparity between these metal cutting tools and woodwork cutting tools. Okay, the first thing we will look at in metal cutting tool is chisels. Chisels are tools with sharp flat edge at the end, used for shaping wood, stone, or metal. Shaping. So what chisels are used for is for cutting the smaller parts that you don't need. That is why it is mostly used for shaping. Okay, cutting the smaller parts that you don't need, maybe when you are shaping or carving something, or maybe this small part you want to remove it, which you may not actually need to go through saw, so you have to use chisel and hammer. Chisels are used in collaboration with hammer. Are you getting me? Chisels are used in collaboration with hammer. And okay, in that case, what do? You place the chisel on the point you want to cut and use hammer on the head of the chisel. Okay, the mouth of the chisel will pierce and cut the part you want to cut. Okay, we have different types of chisels. Okay, we have different types of chisels. We have the flat chisels, which is used for general work such as leveling surface, metal surface leveling, making the level to be equal, or removing rivets and bolts. Can use chisels to remove rivets from its position. You can also use it to remove nail from its position. Are you getting me? You have round nose chisels. This one is used for making oil grooves in holes. Oil groove, what we mean is maybe curves inside hole, curves inside hole. You know, maybe you are chiseling, you are creating a slot in the wood or metal. Okay, if we want a roundish and a more smooth cut inside, you use what we call round nose chisels. We also have the other ones, the diamond, the cross cut chisels and the diamond nose chisels. All right, these are the images of chisels. Okay, look at it. This is how it is. That a sharp edge is where you place on your work material, and then use hammer on the head of chisels. Okay, so that is it. Then the second one we'll look at is files. Files as a cutting material. Files as a cutting material, or cutting tool rather, metal cutting tool. These are used by bench workers to finish jobs to their required sizes and shaped after they have been previously cut with either chisel or hacksaw. So files are used to work after chisels and hacksaw must have worked. Okay, you must have used your hacksaw. We're going to see hacksaw to cut your material into the size you need, but maybe it didn't give you the actual cut, or maybe you need to trim it, or maybe you need to make the edges smoother. Are you getting me? Then you now use what we call files. Files will remove the rough parts of it and make it smoother. That is it. It is a metal bar with rough surfaces used to remove unwanted parts of the metals by rubbing on each other. So what you just do, you get that rough surface and start rubbing it on the part of the metal you want to remove. As you are doing that, you are removing and making it smooth. We have different types of files. We have hand files, we have flat files, we have round files, we have square files. Okay, then this is the image or diagram of files. Different types of files. Here we have flat files, hand files, square files, pillar files, round files. We have triangular files. We have half round files, and then we have knife edge files. Okay, all right. Then this is how it is. This is the picture of how it is. You can see the rough side. You have seen the handle. Okay, the rough side, which is used to rub on the part you want to cut. Okay, the next one we look at is hacksaw. Hacksaw does the work of a saw. Saw. Hacksaw is used for cutting metal, just like the other saws are used for cutting wood. You cannot use a rip saw to cut metal. If you try that, it will spoil the edges, the teeth of the rip saw or panel saw, okay, or cross cut saw or coping saw to destroy. So what you use to cut metals is hacksaw. Okay, Just like any other saw, it consists of blade, frame, and handles. It has about 3 types of blades. And one good thing about this hacksaw is that you can change the blade, and you can adjust it to cut in any direction. That's it. So the frame remains the same, so you can change the blade. Unlike a rip saw, if rip saw breaks, or anything happens to the blade, the saw is actually damaged. But in this case, if the blade gets spoiled, you remove it and put another blade. We have different types of blades. We have flexible blades, which are hardened and stable for complicated cutting. We also have all-hand blade, used for more accurate jobs, though it is easily broken. It's not as hard as flexible blade. Then we have spring black blade. This is also all-purpose blade. Can be used for complicated cutting. Can also be used for more accurate jobs. Okay, this is the picture of a hacksaw. When you look at it, you see your handle, you see the frame there, you see the wing nut. You have the wing nut at the end there for holding the blade into position. Okay, wing nut, that's where you tighten it so that the blade will be held in a position. You have the pin. We have 2 pins here for the 2 ends of the blade. One pin beside the wing nut and the other pin beside the handle. Okay, then you have the blade there. So this is how it is. You hold it at the handle, one hand at your handle, then one hand at that frame. Then you use it to cut your metal. Okay. All right, we have come to the end of this class. Metal work hand tools. We mentioned different things, different tools we use: measuring tools, marking out tools, okay, cutting tools, driving and impelling tools. Under all this, I give you the examples. Okay, I give you the examples for measuring tools. I gave you vernier calipers. We have steel rule. Okay, for measuring tools. We have micrometer, screw gauge. For marking out tools, we have surface table. We have surface plates. We have we have the divider. We have the trimmer. We have the tri-square for marking out. Okay. Then we also talked about the impelling of the driving tools, which include the hammers, the punches, the spanners, the screwdrivers. Okay. We also have the cutting tools. In cutting tools, we have chisels, we have files, and we have hacksaw. Okay. So these are the examples of these metal tools we have discussed today. Now, this is your assignment. Okay, this is your assignment. Number 1, explain the use of surface tables and surface plates. Explain it. So go and consult your textbook, or better still, go back to your previous notes, second term note. I gave it there. I explained it there. Okay. Number 2, draw and label appropriately hacksaw. That is this is it. So draw and label it properly. Okay. Number 3, why is spanner classified as a driving tool? Why is spanner classified as a driving tool? All right, once again, thank you for being part of this class. I'll be expecting your assignment. If you have a question, don't forget to reach us in our WhatsApp handle. Okay, I will attend to your question as soon as possible. Thank you and remain blessed. Mr. Samson cares.